Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Enderal. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today, traveling through the heavens, or wherever we are. I wonder if I can, let's give it a try, if I can meditate. Right there. So how do I, F? No. Whoa! Well, that's a fancy clothing set. I wasn't expecting that. Do I have my things? I would say so. I don't remember which things I had. Good job, game. Hopefully you'll remember which ones I had, because, yeah. Now what I wanted to do was just G, that's the word. That's the key. So we can access this, this little alcove. We haven't been here in a while, so I might as well. I don't know how many points we have. Actually, that's easy to check. I have 4 points. Sounds good to me. Look at all the things we have over here. Good. Min-maxing. Not min-maxing, actually. The opposite of min-maxing. Just going for everything. Is what I'm talking about. So we got the things over there. We're going up that way. Are we going up this way though? The Bone Judge. All offensive spells are 30% more effective against undead. And then over there, reduces mana costs. What is that up there? Psionic spells. Oh wait. Attacking with a bound weapon automatically casts Soul Trap on the target. Now that's cool. Even though it's useless. That's interesting. It is a bit useless. Entropic Blood, it's useless because if you cast with a bound weapon, you don't have a weapon that uses soul energy. All spells you cast are silent. And then we have just the good things. And the Abyss, psionic spells. Yeah, isn't instant entropy the magic, the summon? I don't know, it would sound like it wouldn't be. What's the class of this? Entropy school. Summons are entropy. How does that work? Nobody knows. Well, then again, entropy is just so commonly misused. It's misunderstood as well for what it is. Did I ramble about that? I think I rambled about that. Anyway, entropy is good. And we're actually not too shabby about that. So we should probably go up on that. How about that? Mystical binding, practice rituals, thought planning, devour soul, adept of dark magics, reduces the cost of casting the spells. That wouldn't be too bad, especially because of the adept level, though. No, that would be too bad. Because I'm casting expert level. And there's an extra level, isn't there? There's expert. Let's go into casts here. These are the costs. So we got expert, but there's nothing above that, which means I need the expert. That's the master? Wait, there's a master? There is a master level. So we'll need this. And then we'll need to go up there. Psionic spells work on undead, elementals, and mechanic creatures. Silent spells is an interesting thing. Let's go with master. And so that way I have the expert and I have the master, which is good. 30% is quite a good boon. Let's see, these ones don't matter, do they? A backwards power attack with a one-handed sword. And power attack is just swords. Yeah, it's quite a shame. On this side, I was going for bloodthirst, speed with two-handed weapons. I wonder what I was doing over here. Warhammers ignore 30% thing. Great swords do things. Amputators. Don't give me sounds. Oh, look at thing over there. Increases damage with power of your blows and shields. Thrusts. Unwavering backwards power attack. Fury driven grants you grants you a steady health regeneration while you are fighting with a two-handed weapon. Now that would be a good one. Reduces the power precise blow, double the recoil of a hit on the enemy as long as your stamina is above. Now that is probably what I was doing here. So I think we're gonna do that, aren't we? We only have 2 more points. No, I only have 1 more point. Okay. Amputator for battle axes. Great sword, I have a 10% more for critical chance. Warhammers ignore armor. What's the amputator for? Do bleed damage. Nobody likes that. Let's just go with deep wounds, which everybody likes, I'm sure. So I press G, and we're gonna continue with our journey through the skies. I just came here because I saw, because we're in the same area, but I think, well, we're not in the same area. Ooh. Your class configuration allows you to switch your old affinity from Arcane Archer to a new one. Black Mage. What do you want? Maintain old affinity for right now.
Well,
and then
look who's here. How are you?
I'd say I'm excited. I'm flying on a ship on my way to the home of the ancient starlings.
Yes, excited. I guess I feel the same. Well, did you want something in particular, or are you just looking for some company?
I think I asked. No, I didn't. The Grandmaster told me that you've been researching the Star People's cultures for decades. No, I
Malthus
asked that.
bless your travels.
Indeed, it's true. It's interesting that we can't say the same answer again that we said before.
Yes? What do you want?
I don't want anything. I talk to you. I'm going into that place most likely. Right now? Oh no, it's just Spar. Right now, indeed. Especially if it's Scalia in there. Now, we never came in here because by the time we clicked on this little tiny, super small door that is a lot bigger on the inside, it teleported us to a sleep state. Or did it? I recognize this. Maybe it did not. I don't know. I don't remember going through the door, but I definitely remember being here. There's nobody inside? Huh. And of course the ship is enormous and so much bigger on the inside, which I am absolutely fine with. Well, sort of. They could have made the ship bigger on the outside. It's not like I'd be like, oh, I don't like this. It's too big and majestic. We got a dresser over here with, oh, actually some things that I could get. Shoes. I probably have those shoes. The ones that weigh nothing for whatever reason. I sort of figure it's a bug. That it weighs nothing. A sack over here with some wheat. Shall take my wheat with me. And a starling device. It's very nice. It's very loud as well. Oh, the effect is cool though. Or maybe it isn't. Oh my god, it's got a full LP in there. Let's go outside. Maybe it's gonna despawn. Seriously, it didn't allow me to stop. That scared me. And I can't change the volume while in game. I don't have that little thing that you see me do on the upper left corner of the screen sometimes on other games. I can't. It doesn't let me do this in this game. The Gamebryo. I think Gamebryo. I think is the name of the engine. This engine, since Morrowind at least, captures all keys. So I think even if you press, I think the only one that it doesn't capture is Alt Tab. Like Windows key doesn't work. Alt F4 I think doesn't work. But specifically, keyboard shortcuts don't work for volume and things. Which is why hardware volume changers are so much better. Unfortunately, I don't have those. I could have those. But it's very expensive to get setups to work exactly as I wanted. Wait a minute. Callie's not here. I thought I was going to talk to somebody. It's just a bed. And we did this already, didn't we? I suppose we did. Yeah, it's just a place for us to sleep. Actually, that does raise the question, where is she? We didn't explore this completely. Although, she probably is not going to say anything, because she didn't say anything relevant. Of relevance, I should say. I am using you. Okay, so we're going to crash, and this is going to be the exit. Sounds good? And let me guess, we're going to crash when I go to bed. Sounds about right. Okay, well, let's have a chat with Jaspar. Jaspar. We never hear him pronounce his name, do we? Or anybody, for that matter. So it could be anything. No, it doesn't have an H. It's just Jaspar. Maybe we do hear somebody.
It's a crazy world, isn't it?
I'm sort of getting used to seeing you looking away when I talk to you. This face, this position is quite common for him. What do you mean, crazy world? It's not like it's the first time I hear somebody say something like that.
On our way to a forgotten city in the clouds, and I'm part of it.
Oh, it's in the clouds?
It just sounds Surreal.
Well,
But anyway, it's good that you're here. I wanted to talk to you. Do you have a second?
apparently my character is smiling. It's probably a fly that landed on her cheek. I wouldn't be here if I didn't, would I?
You have a point there. How should I put
It's
it?
not a point, it's a question.
I wanted to thank you. I'm not sure if you know it, but all that's happened since I plucked you out of that thicket on the Sun Coast, it did something to me. I think I've understood something, as corny as it may sound.
It does sound, yes, it does sound that, yeah. And you can lampshade all you like, it does, yeah.
It's hard to put into words. You know,
That's why-
I still believe what I told you that time we met at the Dancing Nomad. That we all act as we do because we hope it makes us happy. But somehow, in no small part thanks to my father, I've always considered responsibility and being happy to be contradictory. But actually, that's wrong. It's the exact opposite. In order to be truly content, we need connection. To a person, to a cause, to anything.
Nah.
If you never find that, you'll never find yourself.
Nah, you're just generalizing. That's the first rule. It's just the first rule. Realize that what makes you happy doesn't have to make everybody else happy, and vice versa. That's why, he could have been confused. I mean, he should have taken the clue immediately when his father's like, you should have responsibility, because obviously this makes me happy, although that went unsaid. And then he was like, no, but responsibility doesn't make me happy. And I was like, oh, you need to find yourself or whatever. You need a connection to this or that. Nah, not really. The definition of happiness is... it's complicated. I guess it's a tremendous and hard thing to grasp. Many books have been written about it. Whole philosophies go around it, like the hedonism, first and foremost. Not first and foremost, but rather front and center, I guess, because it does revolve around that. But what's that one that people usually don't understand what it is and use it incorrectly? Nietzsche wrote, what is it called? It's like, I don't remember. How do I not know the name of the philosophy that Nietzsche wrote about? Nihilism, that's the one. Nihilism has to do with the definition of happiness, it's just, well, it's not in the same terms as hedonism, and I don't have it present in my mind the attitude Nietzsche had towards hedonism. I seem to recall that he hated it, but maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I never really studied Nietzsche, so I never really studied philosophy too much, so yeah. What I'm saying is, it's really complicated, and what makes him happy, I guess. Content is another word for it, because, happiness is not just laughter, or is it? I don't know. Well, that's certainly a change of tone compared to what you said in The Silver Cloud. We're born alone, and we die alone. And that's a little bit of the absurd, isn't it? That's a little bit of the dilemma of Nietzsche, of the absurdity of the universe. And some people, I think Nietzsche included, just try to solve that absurdity by accepting it and sort of stretching it to fit everything else, which is, I think, a misguided... in my opinion, any sort of attempt to stretch one thing to apply to everything is inherently misguided. It's never going to work like that. I guess you could say that that's the absurdity of it all, isn't it? No one rule will apply to everything. And let's go with that one, see what he says.
Yeah, I said that. And I still think it's true to an extent. You're on your own if you want to be. I'm responsible for what happened to Adela and to Licia, because I never wanted to be responsible. Sounds strange, doesn't it? But I can't change what happened.
It's
I'll
not
just
strange.
have to live with that.
It's just you're doing funny things with the words to make it sound strange. But it is very much... it's the basic notion of responsibility. If you avoid your responsibility, then you're responsible for whatever happens. At least to some extent, of course. Regarding that, I like that that whole thing about we are born alone and we die alone. It's more a poetic saying than anything else, really. It's just, so many things can be said in pretty ways and it makes it sound true, but it's not necessarily true. Although obviously that is true. We are alone to an extent. We're always going to be alone to an extent. And so if you want to put that into words, then you're not going to be wrong. I get the impression that the fascination with that sort of loneliness was born in our society anyway. I think it's in the 18th century when the Romanticism in literature started. I don't recall big authors or anything because I never read any big authors, only local stuff, mostly for school. But it does sort of hint at that part of his character that I thought I saw at the beginning, of him being sort of a Prince Charming mixed with a rogue, about that sort of contemplative and it's sort of stoicism, but it's not. I think stoicism is not the word. What I mean is just contemplative attitude towards us having to suffer alone. I think the theme of suffering alone was a big thing in Romanticism, the literary movement, I should say. We can have the pain as somebody else, as everybody else. They have the same pain, but still we suffer alone, and I don't think that's ever going to be wrong, no matter how pretty or ugly you make it sound. So what you're essentially saying is we all need something to live for, right? And again, it's what he was saying, but it's what I said before. That's misguided.
Maybe. Maybe not. In the end, I can only speak for myself.
Oh, he's
smart.
The
fact is, though, that
maybe.
I don't know, that it feels like I owe this world to be right here, right now. As part of something momentous. And I like how that feels. That surprises me. No matter how all this ends, I will have no regrets. The same goes for our friendship. That's what I wanted to tell you. Despite all the trouble we got ourselves into, I'm glad that our paths crossed. For whatever reason they did.
I don't know what friendship you're talking about.
Thanks. But anyway, enough of this sentimental babble for now. You should probably rest a little. Who knows what awaits us up there?
Well, I guess that's that. Oh no! That's another completion of his quest. Oh, we can talk to Kalia. She's somewhere. God knows where. Let's go inside. Interesting. Yeah. Not a big fan of how the game didn't reward me for exploring things before doing the obvious main quest. Because we came here before. Hey, Kalia. Come and greet me. Hi.
Saira, how are...
What?
Okay, let's just skip the small talk. I was never good at that. I wanted to see you because there's something I need to show you. Follow me. I couldn't sleep, so I used the chance to take a look around. The thought that Kermine did this all by himself... It's incredible. It would take dozens of Enderalian craftsmen at least 5 years to do this.
But it's machines. He uses machines. And it helps him. It's, you know how it is. It's like cars. Technically, it's just the person that...
So, are you ready?
Flips the switch. The rest is done by robots. You don't know what cars are, do you? Yeah. This must be where the ship's machinery is, isn't it?
Yeah, but just bear with me. You'll be surprised. Ready to go in?
I guess so.
Good. It's beautiful, don't you think?
Do I? What? Oh. Okay.
Kermai told me about this place. This sphere is what keeps us in the air, and it draws its energy from the water. Crystal water, that's what he called it.
Crystal water.
I just had to see it for myself.
The mushrooms, I think, are just a side effect, maybe? Are you going, or... staying there? No, she's busy. I think she's stuck, is what she is. This character is stuck. Let's see what this crystal water is all about. That's a very misguided name. Because crystal is a molecular structure. Did she really get stuck? Oh no, she got stuck. Oh, that's such a shame. I probably have an autosave though. Oh yeah, let's fix it. It seems like she's stuck for good. Oh, okay, that fixes it. That definitely solves it. That's how proper redundancy
It's
works.
beautiful, don't you think?
Oh, you asked that already. So this thing is all that keeps us from crashing right back down to Earth? That's comforting.
I absolutely agree.
Me?
He just can't believe it. No, he just can't believe it.
Oh, damn.
That's one way of saying it. Let me guess, we shouldn't be down here?
No, quickly, run.
Oh, to where? I can't. I'm on walk mode. Well, I guess we're running. Yeah, I came here before.
That should
I
do
don't-
it. Now, wait a second.
What part of vertical didn't you understand? He thinks his instructions were clear. Stay here. Do nothing. But no. You decide to run around the ship and open whatever door crosses your path. And no, don't look at him like that. Next time, there will be consequences.
I don't know who he's talking to. I don't even see him, let alone...
Well, okay.
Saved by the bell, I guess? What?
Yes.
Is there
So, yeah, that... I just...
What is it?
By the name of the sun, I just can't believe it. Here we are, on a mission to save mankind, and instead of sharpening our weapons and talking gloomily, we play hide and seek like two little kids who just stole an apple from their neighbor. That's just bizarre, isn't it?
Well, never been in other travels with me. You'll see what bizarre is. As far as I know, Gloomy Talk hasn't won any battles yet.
No, it hasn't. Anyway, I guess we're safe down here, at least for a while. Actually,
I guess we are.
I don't mind. This place, it makes me feel serene. Lets you forget why we're here.
That's true. What happened to you, by the way? You seem... different?
Do I? In a good or bad way?
In a good way?
That's good to hear. You know, Saira, I've been thinking about what happened in the castle and the talk we had after that.
Yeah? What's your conclusion?
Well, do you remember when I said that I should maybe just give up and accept that I'll never be able to fully control that thing inside me? You tried to comfort me and told me that what happened in the castle was just an accident, and that with just enough tenacity, I could make sure it would never happen again. At first I was grateful, but then I thought about it and realized that there was actually some truth in what I had said. You know, all my life, I've tried to kill that part of me because it made me feel despicable. And every time I failed, I hated myself for it and thought that I was just too weak. But that was the wrong way to look at it from the very start. This thing, the only way to truly kill it would be to kill myself. And I can't and won't do that. Not now, when there's so much at stake, nor in the future if there is one.
For a moment there, she kind of was going in a direction where... when she specifically mentioned beating herself up for failure, yeah, for a moment there, she was almost going towards just sort of a parallel with disability or something like that. Because of course, people with disability, some people anyway, with disabilities, struggle with similar forms of acceptance, although hers is a lot less widespread. She doesn't get seen differently by others. It's mostly about her own sense of accomplishment, which is still valid and still absolutely necessary to come to terms with. But yeah, it's kind of interesting to see that she's sort of trying to grow out of that, or not grow out of that, but sort of grow with it. I don't know. Let's see what she says, but not right now because we're out of time for the day. So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Enderal. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.